Jack Reacher. Alan Ritchson cast as title character. Amazon Studios, Skydance TV, and Paramount TV Studios have found their Jack Reacher. Alan Ritchson, Titans, has been tapped for the title role in Jack Reacher, the streamer's drama series based on the character from Lee Child's international best-selling series of books. The first season of the series, written, exec-produced, and showrun by Nick Santora, is based on the first Jack Reacher novel, The Killing Floor, which is set in Georgia. As conceived by Child, the imposing 6'5" tall, 210 to 250-pound character of Jack Reacher is a U.S. Army veteran investigating suspicious activities that frequently put him in danger. The role was played by Tom Cruise in the 2012 Jack Reacher feature and the 2016 sequel, Jack Reacher, Never Go Back. Child's Jack Reacher is a billion-dollar brand published in 49 languages and 101 territories, with more than 100 million books sold. 2020 Amazon Prime Video pilots and series order. In addition to Santora, who is under an overall deal at Skydance TV, the series will be executive produced by Child, Dawn Granger, Scott Sullivan, and Christopher McQuarrie, with David Ellison and Dana Goldberg executive producing for Skydance. Marcy Ross also serves as an executive producer. Carolyn Harris oversees the series for Skydance Television, which produces with Amazon Studios and Paramount TV Studios. Ritchson, who at 6'4" and 235 pounds fits the physical description of Jack Reacher, is known for his starring role as Thad Castle on Spike TV's cult series Blue Mountain State and follow-up feature Blue Mountain State, The Rise of Thadland. He currently co-stars as Hawk/Hank Hall on DC Universe's Titans. Ritchson will headline Jack Reacher, while also continuing on the comic book-based series I Hear. His TV series credits also include major roles on Blood Drive and Smallville, on which he played Aquaman. In features, Ritchson played Gloss in The Hunger Games: Catching Fire, Raphael in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reboot and its sequel, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Out of the Shadows, and Adam in Laser Team. He is repped by Dan Spilo of Industry Entertainment and attorney Dan Fox of Hanson Jacobson Teller. At Amazon, Skydance Television and Paramount TV Studios also have popular action drama series Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan, which is headed to a third season. It also is based on a blockbuster book series that has spawned a tentpole movie franchise. The world of Jack Reacher, Lone Wolf, Justice Seeker, and a modern-day knight errant has long captured the imaginations of readers. Created by British author Lee Child in his best-selling book series, Reacher is an ex-military policeman who roams the United States solving mysteries, delivering vigilante justice, and seeking peace in the simplest of places. With over 20 novels, Jack Reacher has become a beloved icon of the thriller genre, and fans have clamored for a visual representation that matches the imposing figure and enigmatic personality detailed in the books. This demand, after all, stems from the visceral intensity and sheer physicality Reacher embodies, traits that seemed lacking in the previous big-screen adaptations. In 2020, fans finally had their prayers answered. Amazon announced a new adaptation, not a movie, but a series that would promise a more faithful rendition of the character. And with it came the casting of Alan Ritchson as Jack Reacher, a decision that sent waves of excitement and curiosity through the fanbase. For many, this marked a new era for the character, one that would truly honor Lee Child's literary creation. The character. Who is Jack Reacher? Jack Reacher is not your typical hero. He's a wanderer, unattached to any location, without a permanent address or cell phone. His life is built on minimalism, just a toothbrush in his pocket and the clothes on his back. Yet, despite his detachment from society, Reacher is drawn into its most troubling problems. Whether it's taking down a corrupt sheriff, investigating murder, or dismantling organized crime syndicates, Reacher's deep sense of morality and justice leads him to fight for the powerless. What makes Reacher distinct, though, is his sheer size and intimidating physicality. At 6'5" and over 250 pounds, Reacher is described as a human weapon, someone capable of taking down multiple enemies at once with a mix of brutal efficiency and calculated strategy. His physical prowess, combined with a sharp intellect honed during his time as a military police major, makes him a formidable adversary to any villain he encounters. But he's also a loner at heart, a man scarred by his military past and the loss of family ties. It's these aspects that have made Reacher both a complex and beloved character. Fans of the series have been particularly vocal about seeing a physical embodiment that matches the imposing figure they've imagined while reading the books. Alan Ritchson, the perfect fit? Casting Alan Ritchson as Jack Reacher was a bold move that garnered immediate attention. Ritchson, known for his roles in Titans as Hawk and Blue Mountain State as Thad Castle, brings with him a diverse acting range, but also the physicality needed to play the hulking ex-soldier. Standing at 6'2" with an athletic build, Ritchson may not perfectly match the towering height of Reacher from the books, but he certainly comes much closer than Tom Cruise, who portrayed Reacher in 2 prior film adaptations. While Cruise is undoubtedly a skilled actor, his stature at 5'7" always felt at odds with the imposing presence that Reacher demanded. Fans of the book series were vocal in their criticisms, arguing that while Cruise's acting ability was never in question, his physicality simply wasn't aligned with the character's DNA. Reacher is a towering figure, someone who intimidates with just a look, and while Cruise excelled in many aspects of the role, he never quite captured the physical threat that Reacher represents. Alan Ritchson, on the other hand, seems to hit the mark in terms of size, strength, and intensity. His background in action roles has prepared him well to step into Reacher's boots. Moreover, Ritchson has spoken about his love for the character and his determination to do justice to Reacher's intricate layers, from his nomadic lifestyle to his deep sense of loyalty and justice. This passion has reassured many fans that this new adaptation will finally deliver the Jack Reacher they've been waiting for. The series and new approach. The Amazon series promises a fresh take on Reacher, drawing heavily from Lee Child's original novels, which are gritty, suspenseful, and full of action. Unlike the movies, which compressed entire books into 2-hour plots, the series format allows for a deeper exploration of the character and his adventures. This gives the showrunners the freedom to delve into the nuances of Reacher's personality, from his strategic mind to his vulnerabilities. The first season is based on Killing Floor, the debut Jack Reacher novel. In this book, Reacher arrives in the small town of Margrave, Georgia, only to be quickly embroiled in a web of conspiracy, murder, and corruption. As he uncovers the town's dark secrets, Reacher must rely on his combat skills and military training to protect himself and those around him. It's a perfect starting point for the series, as it introduces audiences to Reacher's solitary nature, his fierce sense of justice, and his talent for dismantling crime rings. The long-form nature of the series will also allow for more faithful adaptations of the novel's intricate plots. Unlike the films, which had to condense entire books, the Amazon series will have the luxury of time. Each episode can flesh out the story's complexities and provide room for character development, allowing viewers to get to know Reacher on a deeper level. Ritchson's challenge: balancing action and depth. One of the challenges Alan Ritchson will face as Jack Reacher is balancing the action-packed sequences with the deeper emotional layers of the character. While Reacher is undoubtedly a force of nature when it comes to combat, he is also a man of few words, someone who often wrestles with his own inner demons. His stoicism and reluctance to form emotional bonds are part of what makes him such a compelling figure. Yet, beneath the tough exterior is a man who cares deeply for justice and the welfare of others, even if he prefers to remain emotionally distant. Ritchson will need to tap into these emotional undercurrents while maintaining Reacher's rugged toughness. It's a delicate balance, conveying emotion without excessive dialogue, projecting a strong presence without losing the subtle vulnerabilities that make Reacher human. Conclusion: the Reacher fans have been waiting for.